Hello everyone. It has been a while. Well, I've been playing this game here, Total War Warhammer 3. Probably the best Warhammer fantasy strategy game out there, because I think it's currently the only one that's being currently supported. So, I just got thinking that I'm gonna start doing like 2 co-running stream series dubbed Ordertide and Chaostide. Specifically centered around the two main sub-factions that are in the grand politics of this game's Immortal Empires mode. Specifically the Ordertide, which is your typical good guy races, and some guys and some races that aren't quite so good, and the Chaostide, which is exactly what it says in the box. It's the Warriors of Chaos, the Demons of Chaos, Northscar. There are also some other things, like you've got the Dead Tide, as I like to call them, which is built around the vampire counts. And this thing here, that's going to come into play later in this playthrough. So let's get going. Today we are tapping into the shoes of Volkmar the Grim. Basically, he's a priest, a warrior priest who buffs warrior priests and some of the lower tier units of the Empire.
Tools of judgment ready. My spyglass is
So I'm going to put him in there, which should bed swing my army. What do you guys?
My servant fails me.
Now, Volkmar, his objectives are, he wants to go all the way down here to kill the double-headed bin chicken known as Kairos, Fate Weaver. But much more immediately, there's this evil SOB called Manfred von Karstein. He needs to die. Again. And along the way, I need to capture 30 settlements to get the short victory, which will let me have more heroes. And then, for our long campaign victory, I basically need to hold or be allied with all of the Empire. Wait, Volkmar can have vassals? Test this. Nope. Can I vassalize these orcs? Nope. Why are you telling me I can have vassals when I clearly can't vassalize these people? Now, there's an ogre camp right there, and it starts right where Volkmar is. So I've actually got a unique opportunity here where I can hire a unit of ogres for my early army. These guys are going to fall off very quickly in effectiveness. Especially because I can currently only have one of them. But just as an early game anti-infantry unit, they're not that terrible.
Never yield.
Now, I'm going to auto-resolve a lot in this playthrough, because I can't be bothered manually fighting everything.
Cleanse the filth.
But just for the sake of it, I'm going to manually fight this one. And not because it's ridiculously easy. Although it is ridiculously easy. Yeah, those are skeleton warriors. Yeah, they just have skeleton warriors. Ogres should be pretty good against those guys.
Free company! Militia!
I set these guys to skirmish mode. This means that if an enemy gets too close, they're gonna fall back. Now, I have the advantage of a hill here, so I'm gonna set up my mortars here,
Soldiers of the
and this
Empire!
handgunners gonna be set up here. Okay, why don't I just set up my whole line around this hill?
Cavalry ready! For the Emperor!
Cavalry, your job is going to be to ride down those skeleton cavalry. There we are.
Free company!
Now they have Vanguard deployment, which means that I can deploy them outside of this box here, which is my deployment zone.
Flagellants! Yes, General! Me! Flagellants!
Now flagellants are also a very good counter to any kind of undead infantry, because these guys have the unbreakable rule. Which means they will never run away. No matter how bad the fighting gets, these guys are going to have to kill these guys down to the last man. And since these guys are undead, when their leadership drops too low, they start to die. Again.
Halberdiers! For the Emperor!
And
Faith
Volkmar,
is my
you can
shield.
be here.
Bring us meat!
Now my battle plan is to have my Empire Knights ward off their cavalry, while my handgunners and Free Company Militia and my mortar
Free company!
basically just take pot shots at them as they approach. It's a very basic stand and shoot battle.
The Empire endures! To glory! No lingering! At speed!
And if I get adventurous, I might actually charge with those ogres. Now they've already wandered to range of my mortars.
Cannons, fire!
Oh, you've already fired? There we are.
Sir, for the Heldenhammer! Our orders!
Oh, archers. They have those. Now my knights get stuck in for a bit. I pull them out.
Quick march!
And you can see that they're already starting to waver. Then we turn around. And we ignore their cavalry entirely.
Sigma, guide us! For the Emperor! Send us out!
Ogres, charge!
Ready! Get them! Formation march! Quickly!
And you can see here their banners are sort of like flaming. That shows that their binding on their undead is really weak. So they're starting to
We
crumble.
serve the Emperor! In the name of the twin-tailed comet! War!
When do we eat?
In the name of the twin-tailed...
Now these ogres, they have low leadership. They're gonna fall back.
The ground quakes! Go! Moving now! The Empire endures! Take the ground! Yes, General! Yes, sir! Quickly! Formation! March! Now!
And since you guys have pulled out, I'm gonna cycle charge you back in. Wow, these skeleton horsemen do not want to let these knights go about their business. Alright, there you can see the banners flaming. They're gonna crumble away to nothing. I don't have to worry about it.
Take the ground! Yes, General!
And their banner is flaming as well.
Emperor's might! To battle!
No, you guys fall away. We're not getting...
March! For France! Your orders?
Hola!
Our steeds are restless! At speed! For the Emperor!
¿Cómo está?
Ready for war! Ulrich wolves charge with us!
Okay, they didn't want to do their thing.
Awaiting
I'm just gonna...
command!
You know what? These knights have done their job. They can rest up now.
Taking position! Take the ground! Formation! March! Yes, sir! Quickly!
I am literally just drawing this battle out now. You see, Tomb Kings, this is why guns were invented.
Guns out, boys!
For the Warhammer!
Oh, I said the name. And now he's hiding behind this ridge, which means my free company militia can't actually see him. And now you can see his banner starting to burn. And you see, this is the weakness of the undead army. When they lose battles, they lose everything. Unless you're the vampire counts, then somehow you can lose a battle, get a general, and then just immediately snap your fingers, get a new undead army. Now, I lost 7 troops in that entire battle, but then again, it was a very uneven battle. Does Volkmar get a post-battle thing? I've never actually done a playthrough with Volkmar before. I've done Empire before, but that was as Balthazar Gelt, and then later the newest Empire Lord, Elspeth von Draken. Both are really fun. You'd be better off trying either of them and call friends, despite what the game tells you. So now, those 7 losses that I took, I'm just going to pretend they didn't happen. With that button. Because now, if you look, 12-man unit, back up to 12. My 2 30-man cavalry units, back up to 30.
I will cast out all evil.
Hello, Violet.
I will cleanse them.
Now again, I cannot be bothered with the tedium of a settlement battle, so I'm going to auto-resolve this one. I took a few more casualties, but that's okay. I'm taking this here fancy settlement, which I intend to occupy. Completing the land of dervishes.
Sigmar, grant me strength.
Got a Shrine of Sigmar, which lets me recruit some flagellants, which will be the core of my army. Fighting against undead. And I have 2 docks. Docks are really powerful. They both give you income, but they give you growth, and growth is very important. And now, since these 2 cities together make 1 province on the map, I can now activate a provincial bonus. And like I said, at the moment, growth is what I want. Let's see. State troop standards gives me infantry, leadership. Should that include my free companies? Yep. Yeah, that's just an all-round improvement. Mass produce small ammunition for all my guns. Clergy of Sigmar improves my warrior priest. Imperial University improves my captains. No, I'm just going to go with the standard state troop. Those supply wagons. Oh. Yeah, let's just improve my army for the moment. But that's going to be up there on my thieves yet because campaign movement range is very powerful. Purge of the Knife Ears. Purge of the Foul. Purge of the Fell. Purge of the Ruinous Breed. What's Purge of the Fell? Oh, this undead.
The instrument of Sigmar's will.
Oh, I already have the Grand Hammer of Sigmar. Excellent. So, like I said, campaign movement range, 5% may not seem like much, but that stacks with every time I improve campaign movement range. And trust me, this being able to chase your opponent that little bit further comes real handy. Another point, so I can use this to rally to hold the line, which increases my guys' defense and leadership. But I'm going to use Inspiring Presence. That just means that even if I'm not fighting with this army, Volkmar and his men are going to be getting more experience. Yes, it is, Luna. It is a absolutely bonkers broken stat. Witch Hunter, Scavenge. Income from post-battle loot. That's also pretty broken when you're in a pinch. But we're gonna buff my Witch Hunter's weapon strength for the time being. Because he is a hybrid unit. Because he shoots things. Now, the idea that there's 291 factions on this map seems very impressive at first glance. But then you realize, like, half of them die within the first 30 turns. I am going to try and keep the Shrek Brigade alive as long as possible. Because I did manage to recruit a unit of Ogre Bulls on turn 1, which is great for early games zombie and skelly boys. Oh no. Manfred's expanding. Now, one of the reasons why the Empire in particular is actually a really good faction for you to learn to play the game as is because, or rather why the Empire is always an interesting faction to play the game through, is every Empire faction plays differently. With Volkmar in particular, he's one of the characters who has the Books of Nagash mechanic, where I go to specific settlements. Where's this one? No! I have to fight the ogres! No, that's the Eyes of the Jungle. Where, basically, I get to fight specific special armies to unlock the Books of Nagash, and they each make my army stronger in some way by having them. And yes, like Marcus plays completely different from every other Empire faction. Karl Franz's campaign, for example, is all about holding the Empire together.
I am Volkmar.
And I forgot to recruit new units. Last turn. Shit.
Volkmar the Grim. The wicked flee before me.
Well, I'm going to move Volkmar there. And before I forget, we're going to recruit some flagellants to this army. It's Desert Nam again, Luna. It's Desert Nam.
Knowledge is
I somewhat like Volkmar still plays like the Empire factions all play similarly, but they all have different gimmicks to them that make them distinct. Again, Volkmar is probably the least different from, say, a Karl Franz playthrough, and honestly, why I would probably recommend Volkmar over Karl Franz for a new player. Except for the fact that he's a DLC lord, so you have to own both this game and the Grim and the Grave DLC. Like, Geld has his colleges of magic, Elspeth has her gunnery academy. Now, the reason why I stopped Volkmar there specifically, for anyone who's not familiar with the game, unlike Luna here, is that this ground here has vampire corruption. I don't like vampire corruption. No one likes vampire corruption. Twilight ruined enough of our lives. So Volkmar, so if I stop my turn anywhere where that movement arrow has skulls above it, it means that I'm going to take damage at the end of my turn. Or at the start of my next turn.
purge the heretics.
I'm unclear as to the actual timing when I take the damage. But if I own this settlement and I wipe Manfred out, the vampire corruption will steadily go away. Now, Manfred is my short campaign victory condition.
Never
I do
yield.
need to kill him. Now, you'll notice that now that I've moved to a new province, the guys I can recruit down here have changed. But these three are the same. Basically, wherever I am in my empire, if I'm able to recruit, I can recruit from this top panel from a limited pool, but they take longer and they cost more. Now I'm going to recruit some archers for my back line. And these are the regiments of renown. They are generally more powerful than their counterpart units, but they also cost more to recruit and they have a higher upkeep cost. Now I'm going to grab these guys just because they fit for Volkmar and they give me a powerful frontline unit that's, again, unbreakable. And because I'm going to be going to war with Manfred very short.
The righteous
I need to
hand of Sigmar.
sucker punch him right now. This is a mistake I continuously make. I should do this and then buy this. Emperor's Finest. Does that improve my flagellants? It does.
Yes.
Accusation. Yes. Like, I think there's a version of the armored Kossars in Kislev, which has dual swords and pistols. A button for hiding the chat. Moving the chat there. Display the chat. My overlay. No. Gun. Yeah, that sounds like someone's besieging something, which could be a good time to pounce on them. No, he's mustering.
Praise Sigmar.
So basically, I can move out. Now you can see here, there's a little bit of red thing. At the end of my turn, these guys are going to take that much damage. But if I move into this thing, it's called a camp stand. Now, I can't move as far in a turn, but I also can still then recruit units if I need to. In this instance, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable with Manfred right there.
I'll take Sigmar's throne.
Sigmar has shown us the path.
Grain silos, I'm gonna get that, because that's the other thing you really want. Casualty replenishment. Plus it also gives growth.
Volkmar.
Certified or elusive silver bullet. Pretty sure that doesn't kill vampires, but we'll go with some silver bullet. And camp stance is basically necessary when you're fighting Skaven. There is nothing quite like getting ambushed by 3 Skaven armies. And you see here that number has gone down from 290 down to 278, and that's probably going to drop again at least once this turn. Nope. Damn it. You see, Manfred seems to have seen what I was planning on doing to him. Planning being the key word.
Moving out.
And up here we have Cetra. Now, I don't have to fight Cetra, but he's probably predisposed to not like me. Now, he's just upgraded that settlement. And it's the capital, which means that this is a minus
By
level.
the Heldenhammer.
Means I don't mean. Which means I might want to be able to attack him now. And you see, he starts off unfriendly to me because he doesn't like me. Although he did like the fact that I fought the Dune Kingdoms because he doesn't like the. I have treaties with Tlaqua? What? I don't recall having treaties with Tlaqua.
Never.
Fear my righteous fury.
Now, I can spend a turn sieging him. Those are the only things that are really causing me any more of all these things to.
Tremble before me.
I'd hope to catch Manfred in the field. Okay, yep, I'm not fighting that. Retreat! Yes, and the other person that wants to collect the books is Khalida over the mountains and Arkan the Blake.
Let us forge our fate.
Oh, they're building another army over there.
Moving. What do you require? March! Onwards! On march!
Yeah, this is going to go very poorly, I reckon. Now this says Pyrrhic victory, but I will take a Pyrrhic victory if it cripples Manfred. And the Shreks survive!
My lord,
A rival
And
power
Yoga's
desires a
declared
change
war
in
on
your
me.
mutual relations.
Do Warrior Piece replenish my army? Yeah, that's the thing. But if I take out his Grave Guards and his Black Knights now, those are much harder for him to replace. And it kills some of his heroes as well. And, because I defeated Manfred, I get his defeat trait.
Yes.
So we're going to encamp and we're going to retreat back into my province.
Yes.
And damage the building. Yeah, the AI just does not like me. Yeah, it just does not like me. It just wants to see me dead in just about everything.
What?
No, because I suffered a lot of casualties there.
Ready.
Yes, we get it. The computer
The enemy
hates
will
me.
falter. Cleanse the empire.
Into replenishment, I want that
The
army
nation calls.
not... I want him embedded in this army.
Grand Theogenist. Volkmar the Grim.
Hold the line and Imperial Gunner. Pistol call. I love my mortars.
The instrument of Sigmar's will.
Yeah, and they don't just declare war on me, they dive bomb my settlements, passing through multiple enemies. And Cetra just took out Manfred's second army. And see, this is what I meant by it. Cetra and I are pretty much predisposed to fight the same enemies at the moment, so he's an ally of convenience at the moment. We are probably going to fight each other later.
Blessings of Sigmar
Now, I'm going to
upon you.
cancel the deployment of these flagellants.
Defender of the faith.
By the comet.
I will cast out all evil.
I'm going to try and take this city. I'm going to lose the ogres taking the city. Goodbye, Shrek. Your people turned on me, and I'm glad you're dead.
Is it time?
Then I'm going to embed this guy in
Sigmar
the
heals
army.
us.
Now, by putting him in the army, not only does that give me another hero in this army, he will passively replenish more troops per turn. And now that I am safely behind these walls, their people turned on me, they started it. Don't get me started. Let's get another unit of Free Company militia. Now these lines here are generally for making your lords more personally powerful. This is more their unique abilities and stuff. Faction-specific upgrades and just general upgrades for your faction. If it makes you feel any better, I'm gonna have to fight some Saurus later, with 20 units of spearmen held together by faith and steel. I was so interested in protecting those ogres, and then the other ogres turned on me. And then I stopped caring. Am I a monster? Yes. Yes, I am. We do not mention Jurassic Park Luna. Otherwise, we mention Chaos Dragons. And the all-powerful 26th mod. Yeah, again, that the Dino Lord mod with the Yin Yin.
A quest has been issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though, for while the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
Now, I am nowhere near strong enough to take that on.
The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
Now, you see, these guys are going to be fully replenished by the time my reinforcements are ready. And then, while that's happening, I'm going to upgrade my capital at Studenberg. Income from trade, tariffs, income from special thing, construction cost goes down. I want to upgrade my missiles. I mean, you could play as a Kislev and get the ice witches to buff your things, or have a flame wizard. A bright wizard. Or shadows. Lore of Shadows can do it. Pardon me. Yeah, it's almost became a Kolic Sunny to play through. Now, Cetra has just taken Manfred's last city.
Volkmar the Grim. For the heir of Sigmar.
Which means that even though this army is horribly outnumbered, they got Blood Knights. That is ridiculous. And that is one name scratched off my to-kill list. The other is the bin chicken.
I see Sigmar's hand in this.
That's a lovely income building. I want that more. War turns off Studenberg, getting its
Chosen
upgrade.
of Sigmar.
And you're in March Dance because you can't
My
actually
knowledge is
recruit
yours.
anything. Sigmar's Ward, Mark of Hish, Brass Lunged. Grim Resolve, which makes him immune to psychology. This also nearly became a Boris Ursus stream, but then I'm like, I want to do Boris Ursus as part of the Ordertide series, where like the theme is that every one of the Ordertide series is.
If I had my way, you would
What's
be
Tetra
dealt
what?
flame.
Really? Really, Cetra? Well, I think this run's about to end very horribly. Maybe I shouldn't have dive-bombed into his territory to fight that vampire. And ended my turn in March stance. On the plus side, Tetra doesn't seem to have very many constructs, so the danger is Tetra himself and just the sheer number of skeletons he has. Son of a bitch. The only upside is that I'm defending, which means that I might have the advantage of high ground. But he does have bow chariots, which are annoying. And tomb guards. Shit, he has tomb guards. I forgot he started with those. And my halberdy is gone, so I can't actually deal with those chariots. Just like grinding them down with flatulence. Like, I can see a way to win this. It's just a matter of executing upon it. Do I have a hill? I do not have a hill. This is bad.
Foes of the Emperor, let us show our hammers.
No, I will not have defense from the
Send
bonsais.
this out.
This is the exact kind of terrain the bonsais want. Okay, so I need to prioritize Tetra's chariots and his harder hitting things.
The Tattersouls.
That's not evil, that's
You will
sadistic.
protect us.
By the Jade Griffin!
Accuse them. I hope you checked your weapons, lads. It's going to be a tough one. Free company.
Skirmish mode, Archer can sit back here. Mortars. Not my preferred choice of artillery, but that's what I've got.
Cavalry ready.
Alright, where's most of his cavalry? His chariots. Let's see, that's where his archer chariots
Moving
are.
now. Quick march. No lingering. To battle. Formation march. Taking position.
You guys go there. One unit goes there.
Warhammer.
One unit goes there.
March. Take the ground.
Flagellants,
Flagellants.
on the screen.
Sigma Corps! Charge! Awaiting orders! Cannons fire! Attack!
Well, then unit of
Our
knights.
steeds are restless. No lingering. Formation, march. At your service.
And we're dead.
The Tattersouls! Quick march! Charge! For the Warhammer! Militia! Yes, my lord! The Heldenhammer! Ready to hunt! Go! By Garberan!
Offering battle prayer. Very well.
Ready to smite! Prepare for combat! Flagellants! For the Heldenhammer!
Yeah, that was my other first instinct was Grombrindle.
Grand Theogenist.
For the twin-tailed comet! Formation march! General! Yes, sir! Quickly! Ready for war! Taking position! Ready, my lord!
Sigmar speaks through me.
By Ulrich's wrath! Kill them all! Witch hunter! Attack!
Melee mode.
Order! The Empire endures! We must now! All ranks, fire! At speed! Now!
Hail Sigmar.
Missiles ready!
If this is to be my end, it will be such an end!
Launch! Sigma!
Just take out Cetra!
High Priest. At once. That's an order.
Sir! Sigma, preserve us! For Heldenhammer!
Ready for battle. Battle ready.
No lingering!
Behold the light of Sigmar.
We're Sigma's heirs!
And Volkmar's down.
We are Sigma's heirs! Withdraw! Flee! The warrior priest squad! Fill me with rage!
And the Warrior Priest is dead too.
We serve France!
Archers, focus on Cetra. If we can kill him, we might be able to salvage this match.
Yes, General!
Nope.
Sigma!
Unbreakable flagellants, fight to the last man.
Budgets! Understood?
Now that's really annoying. I really don't want to lose my starting army that quickly. Okay, let's do a load. Yeah, that's an idea for the series. Whichever the amount of runs that fail or get abandoned counts as a win for the other side. Now you see, I had survivors there, and the computer just says, "Yeah, no, you die." We're gonna go back to. We're gonna go back a turn. Yes, I am aware that dive bombing that vampire army was probably not the smartest thing to do. It also didn't help that I had no defensive terrain. That was a big open battle, and he had a lot of chariots. Maybe it was my formation was wrong. Because he took out my mortar way too early. Same time, mortars are really not that good artillery. Against Tomb Kings, I want Hailstorm rockets. Or steam tanks. Loading screen, loading screen. Why do you deny me loading screen? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do between the Order and the Chaostide stream series. If I give up on a run for any reason, or I rage quit a run, that counts as defeat for one side. So this time,
Sigma, grant me
no, screw you, Cetra. You can deal with this vampire army. Yeah, probably, because a lot of the Chaos Tide factions are really powerful. Now this time I'm not going to dive bomb the vampire army. I'm gonna let it sit there and let Cetra deal with it. Now note, this time I didn't attack the vampires. I let Cetra fight them. But he is going to declare war on me next turn. I lose control, but I get growth and my recruitment cost goes down.
The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
No regiments of renown I can power myself up with. Now it's just a matter of who is out of place first.
Ready.
That's going to come in handy.
Warrior of Sigmar.
Nope, Cetra doesn't want to pick a fight now. He doesn't see an opportunity, so he doesn't want to pick the fight. Screw you, Cetra. Coward. Fight me properly. Cetra the Imperishable, more like Cetra
Be warned.
the Gut
It
Puncher.
is my sworn duty to...
What can I get out of you for this? 77 gold, but I'll take it. And now my economy is too tight.
Sigmar be praised. Volkmar the Grim. Yes?
Your word is my command. I will go. Never.
Cetra, you've gone and made yourself a threat. Am I just not even bothering with these ogres? They are near one of the books of the Gash, so I do need to go over there eventually, but I do not like having Cetra breathing down my neck.
The instrument of Sigmar's will.
We're gonna go.
Following Sigmar's path.
Moving out.
Now it's my turn to declare war.
By Sigmar!
I serve Sigmar.
Can't put you into raiding stance. Problem is, my armies are too low level to have lightning strike. Ah, I have a hill. This is good. Good, good. I have a hill, and more forces this time. And my armies aren't tired. I have a couple of hills I can choose from, but my reinforcements are coming from this hill, so... more open than I'd like.
Ground, Twix! Ready for war!
Well more open than I'd like.
Our steeds are restless. The cut is gold. Flagellant. We serve the Emperor.
Spearmen... yeah.
Our orders. Weapons at the ready. Spearmen.
Actually, Spearman, your job is to sit here and be blockers for their chariots. We're gonna take some pages. You guys will sit there. Turn your skirmish mode on. You guys will sit here. Skirmish mode.
We serve the Emperor. We are Sigmar's heirs. Missile troops. Ready for war.
Yeah, if I can't win this fight, I'm going to assume that that the computer just hates me, and it's going to be impossible to beat Cetra at this early stage. The problem is Cetra wants to declare war on me, so I have no choice but to fight Cetra.
The Empire endures.
I can either use mods to to give myself an absolute bonkers starting army and try this whole run all over again, but that would be kind of bonkers.
Free company! Militia! Ready to serve! To battle! At speed! Sigma guides us! Take the ground! We obey! Go! Formation! March! Yes, sir! Quickly! No lingering! War! Attack! Charge! Now!
And now you can see there, they're going to start moving these chariots trying to outflank me.
Quickly! In range!
Lost my micro of my knights.
Moving now! Taking position! Get them! The Empire endures! Shoot them! Free company! Cannons fire! Cavalry ready! Rah!
Alright, get out of there.
No lingering!
That glob.
Prepare for combat!
Pistoliers.
Fire!
Free companies. You fire them.
Militia! To battle!
Damon, no! Back into formation. Alright, pull out, pull out, pull out!
We serve the Emperor!
Damon, organize!
Take position! Sigma guides us! Budgets! Sigma guides us! General! Formation! March! At speed! Yes, my lord! For France! Eager for battle! I do not fear death! For the twin-tailed comet and gunners! We serve France! Sigma! Now! Sigma commands! In range! Death fire! The Empire endures!
At speed!
Arch-Lector for Heldenhammer!
Very well!
Let's have ya!
Crush them!
High Karl Maraz! Prepare for combat! Obey!
Offering battle prayers! To war!
Now we strike! Sigma is with me! For Sigma! Fire!
Wait, where are you guys?
For the Warhammer! We obey!
I am ready! Heldenhammer!
Warrior priest! Charge! Ready! For the comet! Ready! Sigma! Spearman!
For Sigma!
Shield of faith. The Empire endures. Yes, sir. Quickly. Roar! Beware the wizards. Wars! Prepare for combat. Kill or be killed. Attack! Chant the battle hymns. Sigma! The accused will die. Go, Maraz!
Take out Cetra. Yes!
Quick march! Sigma calls for the Warhammer. Ready? We are ready. Yes, sir. Quickly. Ready for war. They are wavering. Spearmen. Faith in the comet.
Hail Sigma! Immediately! Quickly now!
Ready for war. Take the ground. Sigma, preserve us!
Glory awaits!
Standing by! All ranks fire! Militia! Take position! We obey! Limber weapons! Spearmen! Servant of Sigma! Yes, my
It is
lord!
really annoying that my cavalry chose to flee.
For Heldenhammer! Sigma! Sigma, preserve us! Get them! Sigma, preserve us!
Guys, why are you running away?
Moving now! Shoot them!
Volkmar the Grim!
Flagellants! We obey!
I fear nothing for the Emperor! As you say, double time, without delay,
By go, Maraz!
with haste!
Shoot them! Understood! For the Warhammer! Moving now! All ranks, fire! Withdraw!
That's an order!
Yes, sir!
Sigma speaks through me!
By go, Maraz! Sigma exultant! That's an order!
Half my army is frenzying for some reason.
Spot us the target! Taking position! Bring it down! At speed! Free company! Mortar!
You men, get back in the fight. We're needed.
Attack! Yes, sir, quickly! Pass the foe! Going! Mortar! Free company!
Currently, my greatest hope is that basically,
To battle!
okay, yeah, I'm gonna lose my starting army now. I don't think there's anything saving that. No, Volkmar! Volkmar, stay in the fight!
Battle awaits!
With speed! At once! Quickly now!
No lingering! Fire! Fire! We obey!
Battle ready!
War! Roar!
Well, now this has just turned into a grind fest.
Go! Ready! We are Sigma's.
Yep, and the skeletons are lost. There we go. That's what I wanted. I lost most of my army. But I killed Cetra and his entire army. Yeah, see what these chariots were really earning their keep here. Oh, there's one unit of tomb guards. Knights did good work. Flagellants. Flagellants are just a soft counter for undead armies. Yeah, because he sallied out and his entire garrison died, I should be allowed to just occupy the city. I mean, I should, but I don't think I will be. Ugh, stressful. They had over double my number. Actually, I had about double my number. I wonder how many of my units it decides to just randomly wipe out. Just the one, but that's because I'm pretty sure that unit actually did get wiped out. Haha, it's letting me occupy the city. Well, it doesn't look like it's going to be that easy to win for the Chaos Tide. Cetra the Perishable. Charge bonus, that's good. Leadership when fighting against Tomb Kings. Oh, Theodore Bruckner. Need to do my tier 3 stable.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
See, in one more turn, this army's ready to go again.
Arch-Lector. I serve Sigmar.
Now, Arch-Lectors are basically just weaker versions of Volkmar.
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
And that's just generally how the generic lord design works in these games. Speed of horse, charge bonus. Imperial gunnery. And they were shooting at him a lot.
True servant of Sigmar. Going forth.
I'm just going to run you around a bit, just get rid of that little
What?
prompt. Witch Hunter with his accusation just really proved the Cetra killer there.
Knowledge is power.
Hammer of Sigma. I'm going to need another one of those. And just in time for this building to finish upgrading. Commandment. We're going to make you do income. That's a growth and casualty replenishment rate building. Aha, we actually made it long enough to do the end turn camera tutorial. Haha. Secondary faction Numas has been destroyed.
Praise be to Sigma. Following Sigma's path.
Oh. Oh no.
Sigma
Retreat.
lightens my steps.
To battle!
I'll be taking this, Tetra. You started this fight. You don't like it? Make me a peace offering.
Orders.
Oh no. What's Starbrand doing coming down this way? Oh, oh no. No.
Champion of the faith.
Ready.
Oh, we're all gonna die.
Yes.
I think the game heard my declaration of the Order versus the Chaos Tide, and Scarbrand's come down to ensure it. Or he's like,
Instrument of
he's like,
Sigmar's
the undead didn't win. Oh no. Oh no. I really don't want to be sharing a border with Scarbrand. Maybe he'll leave me alone? And Ulrika's quest is showing up, so I need to build something tall walls. Scarbrand? No, he's left. He's left. Good.
I see Sigmar's hand in this.
Scarbrand is left. Now let's sucker punch Camry out of this. I'll lose a company of free company militia. But if it means taking out etc., that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I also get a gunnery school, a gunsmith, and another barracks, which lets me finally recruit some halberdiers again.
Sigma, grant me strength.
I'm gonna merge
Righteous
these
hammer of
units
Sigma.
to heal them faster.
Volkmar the Grim.
So I can recruit some halberdiers, which are basically the closest thing I've got to, you know, a proper rank and file troop at the moment. Merge some archers, get some handgunners, the Free Company Militia. And I'm feeling spicy, so let's put a second mortar team in here. Actually, a war wagon. I'm feeling spicy. We're gonna do a Hussite war wagon.
Protector of the weak. Guided by Sigma, I serve the Helden Hammer.
Never yield.
Mere mortal men. Now this is the part why I seem to be putting so much emphasis on the Free Company Militia. What this does is that it gives my Free Company Militia magic, armor-piercing bullets. Volkmar takes the trash tier 1 flagellants and the trash tier 1 Free Company Militia and turns them into an actual force to be reckoned with. It's just that his first 10 or so turns are absolute hell.
Sigma has heard my prayers.
My Witch Hunter is now unbreakable.
The instrument of Sigma's will.
Stimulate growth. Let's have stimulate growth. Is that wherever this army is? Now Volkmar's gonna have to spend a couple of turns recuperating. Now, I do eventually want to swing south and start fighting Kairos. And I think that's the second quest battle. Yes. For missile resistance and missile strength, I'm gonna need that. Now, I'm not too worried about these guys at the moment, because they don't move out, ever. These guys could be a pain if I don't deal with them now.
Praise Sigma. I am Volkmar. Sigma be praised.
And that's something I want to build on my next turn. How much does that cost to build? 500, so yes, that is next turn. Followers and the Gash, they're going to be a problem too. I need to deal with them. They don't have access to the Blood Guards, I don't think, and with Manfred gone, it'll take them a while to get in contact with Vlad to get them from Allied recruitment. If I head south, I might be able to rendezvous with Teclis. Now, I can continue fighting up here, or I can start moving south. But eventually, I'm going to have to run headfirst into some lizard men. They're not happy with me, but they don't mind the fact that I'm fighting their enemies.
Grand Theogenist. Yes.
Here to serve.
Now, before I forget,
Servant of the faith.
I don't need that. Go away.
My knowledge is yours.
Yeah, these guys are...
Casting the runes is thirsty work. Let's drink.
These guys are my natural allies. They're Iron Prow's Expedition. I want to see one of the dwarf factions I recommend for new players. The other one's being Grombrindle up on the other side of the world.
By Sigma.
I don't know why it wants me to go through Kairos. I'd have to fight through a bunch of Ordertide guys to go there, or do a massive naval invasion. Either way, Kairos is a pain to get to. Unless Oxyotl takes him out. That'd be great. Or maybe Sartorial turned around and took him out, saying that there can only be one bin chicken.
I will starve enemies of Sigma.
What do these guys want? Well, I was gonna fight the Orcs, but I suppose I'll keep fighting Tomb Kings. Oh well, that keeps buffer between me and Scarbrand for the time being. Oh, what have we got? I don't have any means to kill it. Okay, now this is something I want to deal with in a couple of turns' time. Once my economy is stable.
By the Heldenhammer.
Yeah, see, I don't mind force
This is
marching
wise. Moving out.
here in my borders, because these guys are not going to have to get to Sudenburg fast.
Ready to serve. True servant of Sigma.
Hey, that actually puts me into a position to fight the ogres that have declared war on me a while back. How are they still alive? How has Arcand the Blake not turned around and killed them?
I am
Oh.
Volkmar, the Empire's...
They want peace now. I want more than that. Give me more.
I will do.
Ogres are big and scary, but they're not all that hard to kill, and they have this thing with the AI where they're boisterous and they'll go to war really quickly, but the second they start losing, they will back down.
The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
Sigmarite
Now-
Archlector.
Oh. That's 2 doom stacks.
Champion of the faith.
Nekara rises from the sand.
And I have no idea what either of those have.
Sigmar has shown us the path.
Only way I'm taking that out is if I move next to the garrison. No, because I can't cross the threshold into the Black Pyramid's territory because I don't actually want to go in there. I don't want to attack it, but I don't want to go in there. Because they've got the Sentinel property, which means that they will viciously defend that little chunk of desert. Against any and all comers. Ooh, the Knights of Origo are still alive.
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
Praise be to Sigmar. My journey begins.
That will weaken their casters. Thing is that neither of these guys are Cetra. They're a pain in the ass, like Cetra, but neither of them are Cetra. We're gonna retreat from that one. Son of a bitch. Stop making me manual fight, game! They have less chariots this time round. The thing is that smaller priest army was not going to survive long enough for Volkmar's reinforcements to arrive. The Battle of Sudenburg, where I am facing like 2,000 Skelly boys. I hate Tomb Kings. I love their playstyle. Well, I love their art, but I hate them. They're like my Sauruses. I have resolved to shoot every Tomb King dead. Again. Every Tomb King. All the Tomb Men and the Tomb Dren too. All the Tomb Queens and the Tomb Princesses. And the Tomb Princes. All of the Tomb people. They shall be shot dead. I shall no longer see battlefields, but instead just endless clouds of gunpowder smoke. Okay. We know the drill. Artillery up here, where he will inevitably be overcome. Now the war wagons, they have a special job. Their job is to take out the enemy chariots. So once again, handgunners deploy around. We're going to deploy around the mortars.
By Sigmar's will. Ready to fire. Ready. We are Sigmar's heirs.
Once again, these flagellants will form the main line, because the enemy is going to have to break through them. Where are the other flagellants? The enemy is going to have to break through these flagellants to get at my back line. Mortar can move forward a little bit. Have a spear unit here. And my halberds will be here. Free company militia, you guys just got an upgrade. I'm going to toggle your skirmish mode on again. Volkmar, you're in here. You're slightly stronger now, buddy. Warrior Priest, you're slightly stronger now. You're slightly stronger now. Turn your skirmish mode on.
Quick march! Formation march! At speed! Sigmar calls!
And see, they've turtled up at the back themselves.
Ulrich's wrath! Moving now! Your orders? Taking position for the Heldenhammer! Yes, sir! Quickly!
See, they've turtled up because they want to wait for their reinforcements and then come at me in one big swarm. But I think this is their infantry army, which means I got a minute.
Ready for war! Very well! Send us out! Sir! In range!
The problematic unit, they're going to be problematic.
For the Emperor! At speed! By Galvaraz!
Yeah, you see, their reinforcements are going to arrive before I can start doing any harassing.
In the name of the twin-tailed comet! Ready! Ready! Yes, sir, quickly! Sigmar calls!
Thing is, they don't get tired. Their reinforcements are they're gonna turtle off. They're gonna wait for their reinforcements. I can't couldn't close that distance fast enough because they turtled, just like I turtled, like I'm turtling up over here. A level 2 and a level 1 lord. If we take those guys out, and now they're gonna reorganize. So now I have to face a couple of thousand skeletons. Yeah, they've got the better part of 3,000 men, and I haven't killed one. My men are held together right now by faith and steel. I'm being held together by faith and steel. And faith in steel. Okay, priority targets, those chariots.
Take the ground! Quick march! To battle!
You guys can move and fire, so your targets are them.
Cavalry, ready! Taking position! Go! Formation march! Shoot them! By your command! Moving now! Quickly! To battle! No lingering! Take the ground! Formation march! Fire! Fire! Quickly! Quick march! No lingering! Roar! Taking position! Prepare for combat! We obey! Your orders? Sigma! Attack! In the name of the twin-tailed comet! Get them! For France! Powder dry! Sigma guides us! Now! We serve the Emperor! In the name of the twin-tailed comet! Charge! Yes, my lord! Yes, General! We await your orders! For the Emperor! War! Prepare for combat! Our steeds are restless! For France! To battle! Charge! We obey! Attack! War! Sigma! In range! Shoot them! Sigmar guides us! We serve the Emperor! Taking position! Fire! Fire! Go! Moving now!
And they're doing some damage back here.
By your command! Get them! Now! War!
Where are those with sharp teeth?
Don't give them an inch! War! No lingering! Now! All ranks fire! Awaiting orders for the twin-tailed comet!
By Ulrich's wrath! Volkmar the Grim! It shall be! At once!
For Heldenhammer! For the Warhammer! We serve France! No lingering! Moving now! Quick march! Formation march!
Battle ready! Sigma!
Get them!
Heldenhammer!
Handgunners! Heldenhammer! For Heldenhammer! Withdraw!
Ready to smite! War!
The Empire endures! The Empire endures! By Ulrich's wrath! Ready for war! Now! By Golmarez! For the twin-tailed comet! Now! Ah! At speed! Ah! Budgets! Free company! Ready for war!
Sigmar's will! Ready to smite!
Sigma! We are Sigma's heirs!
For the twin-tailed comet!
For the Emperor! Go! Take the ground! For friends! At speed! Spot us the target! For Skull Splitter! We serve the Emperor! Shoot!
Ready for battle! In the name of Sigmar!
Yes, sir! Cannons, fire!
Behold the light of Sigmar!
For the twin-tailed comet! Charge!
Hail Sigmar! To war! Curse the foe! Charge!
Sigma! Our weapons are yours! Rah! The Empire endures! Charge! Mortar! For the Emperor! For Heldenhammer! War! Now!
And the enemy army is crumbling. Ah. Ah. Once again, the flagellants hold the field. And those knights were doing some really damn good work. I don't think anyone got wiped out this time. No. And on this day, less than 900 men fought nearly 3,001. But you can see what those flagellants do. They just sit there and they just grind the enemy down to bone meal. Hence why they can get such ridiculously huge amounts of kills. Like, that's over 1,000 dead right there. And you can see why I use the war wagon, because it can move and fire, it's armored. These knights again are just harassing enemy units and breaking them up to slow down their movements, and Tomb Kings aren't exactly... Well, Tomb Kings do have a lot of mobility options. And because they're Tomb Kings and they lost that fight, they lose their both of these 220 stack armies. But yeah, if you're starting off as the Empire, ignore swordsmen entirely until you get to great swords. Just go spearmen for tier 1. Then move up to halberdiers when you can. If only the halberds spears. I think that is a tabletop option. Praise Stigma! 20% of my casualties back, please. And just like that, they're building another army already. The bastards.
Volkmar the Grim.
Hang on, where's the edge of my land?
Sigmar watches over me.
I serve the Heldenhammer.
Now, as much as a little bit of Slaanesh corruption is good, I'm gonna destroy this.
Sigmarite Archlector.
Slaanesh corruption. Slaanesh corruption is like pride. It's good in a small amount. Yeah, that's only the Lord's army, so...
Praise be to Sigmar.
Weak against armor, armor-piercing missiles. Tools of Absolution enables flaming attacks across the entire army. Wayfarer for Flagellants, Empire Knights, and Free Company Militia units. Speed plus 20 for all of those. Charge bonus for all of those. So yeah, Volkmar takes your three of your lower tier units and makes them good.
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
Arcane Safeguards to give him a ward save.
Grand Theogenist.
Further troop replenishment, always handy on campaign, and missile resistance. The Ordertide will not be defeated that easily. Which is actually kind of a thing with the End Times books. No one really talks about the End Times lore because it's written by a whole bunch of people. And that'll just improve my missiles. Improve cavalry armor.
Defender of the faith.
And because you moved out, you lose your city.
Sigmar be praised.
What orders? Following Sigmar's path.
Now, Outriders are similar to the War Wagon, they're just not as good. I hope these guys just collapse soon. That'd be really nice.
Here to serve.
And this is why you stack casualty replenishment on top of casualty replenishment, because then you can just go turn to turn, city to city, fight to fight. And you see, I want to take this guy down eventually.
Yes?
Because I can hire another unit of Shreks if I want to.
Arch-Lector.
Let's power that up. Grand Soulfire. Does not affect friendly troops, so this is how you want to use Volkmar. You charge him in, buff your forces up, you cause big explosions. He's basically tailor-made to fight undead because he was in his DLC, The Grim and the Grave. He was basically built up to fight the vampire count, legendary lord Helm Gorst. It was all about buffing zombies. Again, they have a sort of mechanical similarity where Helm Gorst buffs low tier units and Volkmar buffs low tier units. If I take out the holes in the gash, it actually does open up a path down to Kairos. It's a little bit more secure. Is my position slightly less tenuous? I don't think the Lizardmen are going to pick a fight with me. Okay, Black Tower of Arcane's getting some guys. I don't like that. Arcane the Blake wants his tower back. I don't want Arcane the Blake to have his tower back. I want his tower. Ah, Gotrek and Felix. I do not have the economy to sustain Gotrek and Felix.
Sigmar, grant me strength.
Ready to serve. Sigmar lightens my steps.
Go, Warrior Priest.
Sigmar is with us.
Oh, that's good. That's a good follower for Volkmar to gain. And now Volkmar gets his War Altar of Sigmar.
Champion of the faith. Awaiting orders.
Firing Presence.
By the Heldenhammer. Ready.
Cooldown minus 50% to all battle prayers.
Sigmar has shown us the path. The instrument of Sigmar's will.
I didn't mean to go to war with these Tomb Kings, but they kind of start.
I will scour the enemies of Sigmar from these lands. From all lands.
No. You're down to your last settlement. I have you on the ropes. No one else is declaring war on me this turn. You die. You picked a fight with me. What happened to Repance? Why isn't Repance alive?
Heldenhammer!
Did Repance die to Arcane the Blake? Audacious. This one is irreverent, where others might show trepidation. Thus, the Recap dynasty was destroyed. Yeah, this place looks like... the D-Wars are gone. So, John, what are you doing out down there?
The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
Where is Repance, Sir John? Where is Repance? Did you leave her to die? That's not very knightly of you. That's very un-Bretonian of you. Well, let's just take stock of this Western Desert. Bretonia is screwed because no one likes Bretonia.
True servant of Sigmar.
Aha! I can recruit some Empire Knights now. I can recruit a unit of Empire Knights now. And I don't have enough money left to hire some more Shreks.
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
Well, we had some hiccups from the start, but the Ordertide has rallied and managed to scour much of the Tomb King lands, though it looks like I'm soon going to have to fight Arcane the Blake. And what's worse is I'm going to be doing it in unpleasant terrain. My only other option is to try and circle around and hit the coast of Arabi.
Warrior of Sigmar.
But that will be for next time. Thank you for tuning in if you tuned in. Thank you for watching later if you watch later. Until next time, this is